Hey guys, it's Colin and welcome back to our coding class. So today we are going to be making this kind of cannon game. Let's just see this, okay? So you have this cannon, right? And then you can click and it'll shoot a cannonball. So this is actually, yes, it's very simple. However, with a little more, effort and a lot more time, you could turn this into something like Angry Birds. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to show you how to make this simple little cannon game, okay? So, as always, let's just open up a new Scratch tab, create a new Scratch project, and we do not need this cat guy, so take your scissors and delete him. What we do need is a cannon. So, there isn't any cannons in the sprite library. What we actually want to do is draw one, okay? So click paint a new sprite. And now, if you look down in the bottom right corner, you see you might be in something called bitmap mode. You see right here? And you want to convert to vector mode because bitmap mode is like pixels draw. It's like pixel drawing. So like, you know how you have like if you try to draw a circle, it'll have like the little squares making it up. So it looks a lot less smooth. Vector mode, completely smooth, okay? So first let's draw a cannonball. So you want to take your ellipse tool and then make sure it's on this setting, the outline circle, and just have this nice dark gray color. Now try to draw a circle, okay? And just don't make it too big, not too small. There we go, a circle. So did it work for you? Now, if it didn't, and you maybe drew like a wobbly oval shape, see what you actually have to do is, we'll just delete this. You can delete by clicking this back button. And what you actually want to do, you see, when you hover over this ellipse, you see it says shift circle. That means when you hold shift down, you create a circle. Perfect circle. Voila, okay? And that's actually a little big. So if you drew like the cannonball too big, you can take this, like any corner of it, and then shrink it down to whatever size you want. This is about as good. This is pretty good, okay? So now, we don't actually want a hollow cannonball, you know? So we take a lighter gray color, and now you see this paint bucket, click it, and then you click in the middle of the circle, it'll fill it up. Okay, so now we have our cannonball. So this thing, if I'm gonna zoom in a little, you see this little like triangle thing? I mean not triangle, crosshair. This is the middle, okay? So you want our sprite to be on top of this, okay? And the reason is because since this is like the middle of our costume, this is where everything's going to be. So if you like do go to the cannonball, since the middle is over here and the cannonball's a little to the left, it's actually going to register the cannonball's over like around this place. So we always want to have it centered. So the way to center it, there's this button in the top right corner. It's also a crosshair. You just click it. Then click in the middle of your cannonball, boom, centered. Let's make our cannon too. So just click paint a new sprite again, and remember, convert to vector mode. Well, this time what we want to do, get that same like darker gray color, hold shift and draw a bigger circle this time. Okay? Yeah, see that looks pretty big. Yeah, that's big enough. And then also color it in with that light gray color. And now you want to take your rectangle tool. So you want to draw the body of the cannon, okay? So do not hold shift this time. Holding shift with this one will create a square. So just drag out a rectangle as tall as your cannon, as a circle, but about 3 times as wide. So this looks about good. And then if you messed up, you can just resize it. And then also, if you clicked away from it and you realize, oh, I still have to adjust it, you see there's this select tool. It's a mouse pointer, and then you can click on your object, and then it's reselected, and now you can edit it. So there. Once you got that, take your paint bucket, and then there. So just if you think it looks weird, just keep adjusting it. I think it looks pretty good like this. So now, there's one more thing you have to do. So click on your cannonball, and then once you click on the sprite, in the sprites tab, you can see this like little eye appears. Click on that, and this, we actually want to rename it, okay? So this is a cannonball, and we want to rename it so we just don't confuse ourselves. So cannonball and cannon, there we go. So let's just drag our cannon down to the bottom left corner, because this is where we're going to be firing from. There's a couple things we have to do. So first, we want to make this like point wherever our mouse is, right? So we go to events, and then take out this when this green flag is clicked, and go to control, take out a forever loop, and then do motion, and just do point towards mouse pointer. So let's try it out. We click this green flag. Oh yeah, you can see it's like kinda, right? But then the reason it's not working, I forgot to center it. Don't be like me. Remember to center it. Okay, so now let's try it again. Now, circling around, yeah. So this is actually all we have to do. Okay, so let's just take our let's go to our cannonball sprite. So just also take out a when the green flag is clicked. Go to motion, and then do go to mouse pointer. Go to mouse pointer. And now we want to click the drop down menu and then select cannon. So it's go to cannon. And now we go to control, take out a forever loop. Inside this forever loop, we actually want to put the go to cannon inside the forever loop, because every time we shoot it, we just want to we want it to go back inside this cannon. So there's go to cannon, and then so to make it like respond to when it clicks, we also want to do wait until, and do sensing wait until, and then we go to sensing, right? And then we find this mouse down block. So this is like wait until we click. And then so to make it shoot out, first we want to go to motion, and then do point in direction. So we want it to point in the same direction that cannon is pointing, right? So we go to sensing, scroll down, and you see this X position of cannon, put that inside it, so it's doing point in direction, X position of cannon, and instead do direction of cannon, okay? And now we go to control. So to make it just like fly all the way until it hits the edge, we do repeat until. Yeah, so go to control, take out a repeat until, and now we go to sensing, and then we take out a touching mouse pointer, and then you can see in this drop down it's touching edge, right? So it's repeat until it's touching edge, and then motion, move 5 steps. Okay, so let's try this out. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that just flew out because I, clicked this, but click again. That seems a little slow. Let's stop and then make it 10 seconds. 10 steps. Yeah, that's a lot better. Boom. Boom. So yeah, every time you click, cannon flies out. Seems to be working pretty well. But let's just go back to this cannon game for a second. You can see we start, and it's kind of falling. It's shooting in a curve. So the way we do that is with a timer. So what the timer does, I'll maybe have out a graphic or something. See, the timer, it's like 1 second, 2 seconds, 3, right? But then we'll put out the code and then you might understand. So we go to sensing timers in here. First we want to reset timer every time. Timer every time. So we want to reset the timer every time a new shot gets loaded up. So we take out a reset timer block, put it under the wait until, and go to motion, and then you change Y by, and then operator. This time we want to take out a multiplication block, and in the first slot put -4, and the second slot go back to sensing, take out a timer. See, the reason we do that is because like the timer is going 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, right? But then like 1 second times -4, it's like just -4, right? So then changing is going to change Y by -4. So regularly it has a straight line, but now after 1 second goes down -4, and then after 2 seconds goes down -8, and then -12, and so on. So yeah, and then it just becomes a curve, right? Well, now let's try this. Okay, and now we click. Yeah, it's traveling in a curve now. Worked pretty well. And then if you think the curve isn't big enough, you can change this value to like -5 or something. Just as big as you want. And -5's pretty big curve, as you can see. So now that we have this, we need something to shoot at. So we are actually going to, like in this one, I have a target, but I'm going to have to draw that. I don't really want to draw one right now. So let's just go to sprite library and choose an apple or something, okay? So we're going to be shooting at an apple. Those targets take a long time to draw, kind of annoying. Okay, and then we also have this like green platform, right? So we're not actually going to draw that. We're going to have the game draw it for us. So we go to right click on your cannonball and click duplicate. So now I have cannonball 2. Now I'll click that little eye again and rename this to drawing tool. And go to costumes now and just take your paint bucket, paint it a nice green color. Okay. Now that green color is just purely visual aid, so we don't get confused which one's a cannonball and which is a drawing tool. So inside the drawing tool, we do not need this. So we're actually going to use the pen to draw something, okay? So we go to events and then do when this green flag is clicked. Now go to pen. So first we want to take out a clear block, make sure everything's gone. We take a pen up tool. We take out a pen up block, so when this thing is moving, we don't want it to draw anything. And now we want it to go motion. We want to move it to like about here. So go to motion and then take out a go to XY. Do go to X as 240 and Y as 0. And now you go to back to pen, do pen down, set pen color to, and then set the color to whatever color your drawing tool is. And then set pen size and do 5, and that is basically it. So once you have that, now we want to go to motion and then take out another go to XY. This time X is -109 and Y is -180. Okay, so let's try this. Yeah, now we've drawn a nice platform. This ball is kind of ugly though, so we're going to go to looks and then do hide. So now Now that works. But we still have a hovering apple. We are actually, we want our apples to fall onto this, okay? So the way we're gonna do that is with clones. We go to event and then do when this green flag is clicked. First go to looks and then do hide, and then motion, and then we want to start off the apple at about here, okay? So go to X as -90, about, yes, and Y should be at 0. Actually, we're going to be a little more forward. We set Y as -100, okay. X is -100, Y is 0. And now we want to create 5 clones of this apple, okay? So we want to do repeat 5, and then do motion, and then take a move 10 steps block out, go to operators, and we want to pick random 20 to 80, okay? Pick a random 20 to 80 steps. And now go to control and then do create a clone of myself. Okay, so now with this, we're just actually gonna have a bunch of clones just like flying around in the air over here. So we want to take out a when I start as a clone, and then do, first you want to go to looks and then show, because you actually want to see the apple. And I do control and then do repeat until, and then sensing, touching, color, and then whatever color your hill is. Okay, and then I do motion, change Y by -4. Okay, so now we click this. Yep, we have a bunch of apples laying down on the hill. So, however, as you can see, we click it, shoot them, nothing's happening, right? So, to fix that, we want to do control, and then do wait until, and then sensing, take out touching mouse pointer, and do touching cannonball, and control, and then delete this clone. So now once we shoot, apples are dying. Oh, I missed it. Okay. But as you can see, we can shoot through like 20 apples at once. So to fix that, we also want to go to control and then do wait 0.05 seconds before deleting the clone, so it can register. Okay, so you can like tell it got hit, right? So now our cannon game works. So now we want to go to cannonball, and then instead of this repeating touching edge, now we want to go to operators, take out 2 OR blocks, and then put 1 OR inside of one of the OR slots, so you have OR, okay? And then put touching edge in one of them, or now I do touching apple, or touching whatever that drawing, whatever this hill color is, okay? Hold on, one thing, my bad. It's supposed to, I just noticed this is, instead of set pen size to change pen size by 5, it's set pen size to 5. So we don't want this gigantic fat thing. So yeah. So this cannon game, really simple, right? And then if you really wanted to, put some more effort in, and then you can make kind of an Angry Birds game. We did all them Angry Bird mechanics, right? Click it, shoots in kind of a curve. So yeah, see what you can do with this. But at the moment, if you are not subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys next time.